Did he win, by the way?
He won.
They chose the knucklehead, so we're gonna pay for it.
What happens if he opens up the government-run grocery stores?
I'm not with it.
Oh, you don't like the government-run grocery stores?
No.
$30 minimum wage. Can you explain how that might affect businesses?
We're going to hell. It's over.
How are they going to make payroll? It's just about all the policy that he's trying to do, increasing the workers and the taxes. It's not good.
The minimum wage doesn't help the worker. It just helps the system. Pay more money, more taxes, prices go up.
Overnight, half of them will go out of business.
Well, I'm in a blue state, I'm sorry, but I've been red my whole life. Democrats have always ruined, steal, rob, and lie.
Any thoughts on having him for 4 years?
What I can do is just swallow and try to face it, but it's not easy. We're cooked. We're on the way to becoming a communist state.
The city's in trouble. They're in trouble.
Good luck.
My boys said, we're cooked. Now, that's not MAGA fear-mongering. That's reality, my boy. The people who built New York's backbone are saying what most won't admit. You can't pay workers $30 an hour, tax every business to death, and then still expect the lights to stay on. And if you think that's an exaggeration, just listen to what Congressman Byron Donalds told CNN.
When you put in communist and yes, communist policies, that's what Zohran Mamdani is talking about.
He's not a communist.
It never
Democratic
works.
Socialist. He says he's a Democratic
I can't tell what the difference is.
Well, he can describe
Explain what the difference is.
He can describe the differences for you. The socialism is not the same basis of communism in this country. You know that quite well.
The man wants to create government-run grocery stores. He wants free transportation, both of which are impossible to do. Because how is he?
Is a trigger word to try to undermine all of his policies. He's not a. He says he doesn't.
I don't need to undermine his policies. His policies undermine himself.
Well,
because they've never worked. Here's all I want him to do. Tell me where they've ever worked. They've never worked. He knows that. I knows that. But what he's trying to do is promise everybody something that they can't have. And the truth is there is no free lunch, just like there's no free bus. Because you know what happens when you have a free bus? There's nobody there to fix it or to drive it. He knows that. I know that. You know that. America does know it. And it's unfortunate that the city of New York, my former home city, is probably going to have to go through this.
Exactly. What's that? That's what they calling it? Democratic social. You can't slap. You can slap a new label on it. You know, democratic socialist or socialism or whatever she called it. You know, what else? Equity reform, whatever. You know, it's the same failed playbook that crushes every country that tried. Cuba, Venezuela. Same result every time. Government fat. Citizens broke. But while he's warning about communism creeping in, the internet's obsessed with something else entirely.
Here we go, guys. Nazi salute incoming.
New York, this power, it's yours. This city belongs to you. Thank you.
Nazi salute.
Do it again. Do it again.
Nazi salute.
Zohran Mamdani making history.
Nazi salute.
Twice. Ecstatic crowd of supporters saying we have toppled a political dynasty.
3 Nazi salutes.
On a politics that
New York, this is what you voted for? You made the rules. You made the rules, New York. 4 Nazi salutes.
Change. We are hearing from Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, y'all heard the SH at the end of that, not the D. But yeah. Remember when the left claimed Elon? It was cool. It's a problem if I do it, but it's cool if that's the country right now. Oh man, you can laugh at the salute thing, but it's proof. We've turned politics into performance. Now, cool, it's funny, but small businesses are still closing their doors right now. And somehow this entire movement is being sold as if it's what black voters wanted.
So it came out that Zohran's biggest voter block was actually black voters. And a lot of people are going to see this and be surprised at this. And then they're also going to act like, black people voting for socialist figures, for socialist policies is a new thing. But it's not. Historically, black people have had a long and proud history of being socialists, of voting for socialist figures, right? You think of W.E.B. Du Bois, you think of Paul Robeson, Ella Baker, Angela Davis, Kwame Ture, Martin Luther King Jr., right? And the reason why Zohran Mamdani was able to galvanize this much black support is because his policies are not new to our community whatsoever. We've been discussing free fast buses, universal childcare, and doing it by taxing the 1%. This is something that has been talked about in our community for a while now. These policies are certainly not new to us at all. The only issue has been there are rarely candidates that run for public office that are culturally competent like Zohran Mamdani and that are advocating for socialist policies like Zohran Mamdani. It's why a lot of black people, the majority, vote for the Democratic Party. All this to say, black voters voting for Zohran Mamdani isn't a shift. It's more like a continuation of socialism within our community that has been buried by the establishment and now is being unburied.
See, this is what a twist history, right? They'll say black voters have always leaned socialist. No, black Americans have always leaned towards fairness, freedom, and family, not government handouts. Now, of course, you have the other section of, well, we ain't here to talk about that. These are conservative values. And while the talking heads argue ideology, this is what's actually happening in the streets.
Yo! New York City, wake up! We got a new mayor in town! New York City is Muslim! New York City is Muslim! Allahu Akbar. You know what's crazy? All these billionaires try to stop this, bro. And you know what's crazy about this? They forgot that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was in control. Mamdani did this and he even asked for $1. Allahu Akbar. May Allah bless this beautiful city, man. May Allah protect our new mayor. Wake up, my heart. New York City is Muslim. Assalamu alaikum. Allahumma barik.
So he didn't ask for $1, he says. Look, celebrate your win. It's your right. But when religion and politics get tied together, that's dangerous for everybody. The same people crying separation of church and state were cheering New York City is Muslim. You see the hypocrisy? Now, I'm not saying you can't be God-fearing and also be in a political realm. I'm not saying that your politics, your religion shouldn't influence the way that you, because I'm a conservative a great deal based on my belief in God. But I made my point. Then came the viral moment that said it all. Keep this.
Sharia-law starts now. Absolutely. Zohran Mamdani, Islamic Caliphate, our brother in Islam, Islamic Caliphate of New York, starts today, baby.
God, there is just something so electric, so satisfying about knowing that my MAGA parents, wherever they are probably having a horrible night tonight. Oh, I literally just got goosebumps thinking about it. Like they are in such a bad mood probably about the fact that Zohran just won and Prop 50 is gonna pass. Like, wow. God, I'm sorry. It just makes me feel good that my MAGA parents are probably upset right now.
When the day starts with Dick Cheney being dead and ends with Mamdani winning. Oh, yes. Oh. I'm so happy. Oh my God, I'm so happy.
Sharia-law starts now.
This is the left in 2025, celebrating things they clearly don't understand. You can't shout Sharia-law starts now in one breath and then women's rights forever in the next. Either read the manual or you're part of the punchline. And just when you thought New Yorkers would adapt, they're packing up instead. They said, look, they out. They dipping. He in that office. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, assalamu alaikum.
And Allah Akbar, if you're in New York, good morning. If you're in America still, it's probably not a good joke. I know a lot of you New Yorkers are hurting, but it's going to be okay. I want you to know it's going to be okay. I just want to make a disclaimer to those of you who are thinking about fleeing, because there was a poll that said about 800,000 New Yorkers were planning on leaving. They're already tweeting it last night when the victory was announced. Look at me very clearly if you're one of those people leaving New York City. Do not come to Oregon, Washington State, California. Do not come to Florida, Texas, or any of these other states and vote, especially if you're a Cuomo voter, because the Cuomo voters is what brought us Zohran, right? You guys aren't off the hook either. You guys are just the lesser of two evils. You guys were the ones talking about defunding the police and the COVID tyranny. That all happened under Cuomo. And so do me a favor. If you're going to come to our states, don't vote the same way that you voted in New York City. That got us in this mess. You come here, you vote conservative, or you just don't vote. You just go up in the mountains, go have a salami around a campfire, and just unplug from the society and get out of here, right? You can come to our state, but don't vote. You know, the thing with Oregon and Washington, Steve, about 20 years ago, is all the California voters that were fleeing California and their disastrous Democrat policies were coming up to the Northwest, and there's a ton of them in Bend, Oregon right now. Bend, Oregon used to be an amazing conservative town out in the mountains. And now it's being flooded by these California liberals who are literally just voting for the same policies that they fled. Yeah, and they're doing the same thing in Texas.
800,000 people saying enough, plan enough, flee because your boy won. That's not right-wing spin, by the way. That's survival for them. You tax people to the ground, they move. You punish success, they hide it. You call ambition privilege, and you lose the drive that built the city. This isn't about left or right. I tell y'all this dang near every video. It's about reality. NYC voted for change, but what they're about to get is chaos. And the rest of the country just got a preview. If you believe in accountability, personal freedom, and common sense over control, I want you to put, we're not running, in the comment section. If you made it to the end of the video, of course, if you're watching this in your headphones as your work, I understand. Y'all be safe. Please go check on a friend today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Peace.